The South Pole of the Moon is a fascinating and mysterious place that has attracted the interest of many scientists and explorers. It is one of the most extreme and diverse environments in the solar system, with contrasting conditions of light, temperature, terrain, and resources. Here are some of the mysteries and discoveries about the lunar South Pole that you might find intriguing. The South Pole is home to some of the largest and deepest craters on the moons, such as the South Pole Basin, which is about 2,600 kilometers across and 13 kilometers deep cubed. Some of these craters have permanently shadowed regions that never receive sunlight and are extremely cold, as low as -330 for F203C. These regions could preserve ancient ice deposits that could reveal the history of water on the Moon and in the solar system. The South Pole also has areas that receive almost constant sunlight, such as the peaks of eternal light. These areas could provide a source of solar power for future lunar missions and habitats. They could also offer a unique perspective on the Sun and its activity, as well as a view of the Earth that is always above the horizon. The South Pole is rich in mineral resources that could be useful for exploration and development. For example, some of the craters contain high concentrations of thorium, a radioactive element that could be used as a nuclear fuel. The South Pole also has abundant amounts of iron, titanium, and magnesium, which are essential for building materials and electronics squared. The South Pole holds clues to the origin and evolution of the Moon and other planetary bodies. By studying the pieces of the lunar mantle that were exposed by giant impacts, scientists can learn more about the early history of the Moon and how it formed a global ocean of molten magma that later solidified. The South Pole also offers a natural laboratory to study how planets and moons cope with extreme environments and how they develop their atmospheres and biospheres. The South Pole of the Moon is full of mystery, science, and intrigue. It is a place where humans can explore, learn, and discover new things about our natural satellite and our place in the universe. It is also a place where we can challenge ourselves to overcome the difficulties and dangers of living and working in such a harsh environment. The South Pole of the Moon is a place where we can make history and shape our future. Exploring the South Pole of the Moon is a very challenging and ambitious endeavor that requires overcoming many difficulties and dangers. Some of the challenges are: the terrain is rugged and uneven, with many craters, mountains, and cliffs that make landing and mobility difficult. The South Pole also has areas that are permanently shadowed, meaning they never receive sunlight and are extremely cold. These areas could contain water ice and other valuable resources, but they are also very hard to access and explore squared. The lighting conditions are variable and complex, with the sun always near the horizon and casting long shadows. This makes it hard to see the surface features and navigate safely. It also affects the availability of solar power, which is essential for operating instruments and vehicles squared. The communication with Earth is limited and intermittent due to the curvature of the Moon and the interference from the Sun. This means that explorers have to rely on their own skills and judgment, as well as onboard systems and autonomous robots, to deal with unexpected situations and emergencies squared. The environment is harsh and hostile, with extreme temperatures, radiation, dust, and micrometeorites that can damage equipment and harm human health. Explorers have to wear protective suits and habitats have to be well insulated and shielded. They also have to cope with the psychological and physiological effects of living in isolation and in a reduced gravity squared. Despite these challenges, exploring the South Pole of the Moon also offers many opportunities and benefits for science, technology, and humanity. It is a place where we can learn more about the origin and evolution of the Moon and other planetary bodies. as well as about the presence and distribution of water ice and other resources that could support future exploration and development. It is also a place where we can test new technologies and capabilities that could enable us to venture farther into the solar system and beyond squared. Exploring the South Pole of the Moon is a daring adventure that requires courage, creativity, and collaboration. It is a place where we can make history and shape our future.
If you like our videos, please like and subscribe our channel, and press the bell icon for more such videos.